my map out, look at it, see, remember the beaches I used to go, remember the places I used to visit, and to each of these we have some connection with some people. You know, right now I make a lot of calls to Montego Bay because I have a female friend there. So we keep in touch a lot of times. I mean, this outside of the map just give you two little views. One of them, this looks like some waterfalls in St. Anne, and some other section. This one is Blue Mountain, Blue Hole out in Portland. Pretty scenes, some very pretty scenes that we have. So I keep this map as a reminder that this is where my home was, this is where my heart is, and I don't know. One of these days I might eventually go back home. I don't know.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, the other I like is going to show you books. Let me see if I find the picture. The picture is this Anderson University School of Theology. This is the place I did my studies. I still keep it as a memoir to remind me that, hey, you know what's up? When I went to Anderson, this is where I went. This is school. And the other thing I cherish here is this. It's a little flower. But I cherish it because when my mother died, I went back home to see her. I hadn't seen her for a long time, and I knew kind of that I probably wouldn't have been to her funeral. I was not able, the church that I was worshiping was very kind. They helped me to go home to be at the funeral. And the last time I went to Jamaica, I bought this stuff with the hope of going and putting it on her grave. I never did reach the graveside because transportation and other issues came in the way. So every time I look at it, I remember that this belongs to her. Very special woman in my life. She's very caring, and she's not here, but I still remember her. So every time I look at this, I remember that's my mother. Need to go ahead and need to go there, and one of these days I need to go back there and leave that stuff for her. Slide to show you. She's special. This is my friend. This is Claudette. I keep her every now and again. I have another picture of her that I keep with in my car. And if you look over there, you see I put all this nice corner together. Those things are hers. I'm hoping to get married in May. And so this is her little corner that I've left. Every now and again I buy a little gift, I put it there to kind of remind me that I have a friend and that honesty is also important. So, you know, while she's there and I can buy little gifts and give her, I can't give her the things I want to give her when she's there. So I leave them there and hope that one day, and hope that after June she's going to come and she'll be able to get them, take them for herself. Basically, these are special things to me. The other thing that's important is the Bible. Read it every day. Different versions of it. I get up in the morning, and two things I try to do in the mornings is to make certain I have my devotions. I'm really somebody who loves structure. I love to follow a pattern. In other words, if I start reading a book, I like to follow it through to the end. But sometimes I just wake up, pop open a passage, reads it, try and understand what it's saying, and away from my prayer, that becomes the guide for the rest of my life for the day, you know. So those things are important to me, and I cherish them a whole lot.
Tell me about it.
I bought this whatever it is. See, it's still in the box. It's a racing action, whatever, and I bought it in 2001. I've not been able to finish it as yet. It's just kind of near finished now. Because when I started, 2001 was a year when I left, when I had to leave my home, when I left the relationship I was in, and we finally separated, and I didn't have anything else to do. And I thought, I better find something to do, occupy my time. Of course, my job took a lot of it, so it's still on the making. It's near enough now. It just need to make certain that all the other details, but this is kind of my toy. even though it's under construction. And one of these days, well, before long, I'm going to be using it. I guess I have to move it from where it is, put it somewhere else. But I'm going to be spending some time in using it and playing with it, having fun. Hopefully, I'll get a partner, a friend some days to both of us can have sharing and have this race here. And who knows? It's part of the excitement I need in my life and something else from just going to work and going to church. And that's kind of what I do. If you spend long enough around my place, you know I have clocks. Time is important, you know. So I have all kind of clocks here. I got one of these, so I have these clocks in my room. There are two here. There's one over there. Then in the kitchen, the bathroom, there's one. There's one in the bedroom. Clocks and a wear watch because I realize time is important. So I keep following these things. Usually, most of these clocks they don't have the exact time. They are a couple minutes early, so that you know, in a way, I sometimes I'm a little laid back, and then I need an extra few minutes to get going. So if my clock is on the right time at all times, and I don't live up to that time, then I might have to rush a little bit. But if I have a few minutes extra, then I realize, hey, even though it's 6:30, I still have 10 minutes because it's really 6:20 according to the real time. So clocks are important to me, and I don't have much of all the stuff that I want, but the other thing that's important to me is singing. I don't have much. I have more tapes, not CDs. I'm still not there. You know, I'm still taking my own time. I'm learning more about computers, and you know, I get on the computer, make all kind of mess. Sometimes I don't even understand what I did, and it's lost. I tell you an experience I had when I came here with computers. Before I came, that's 1992, I just played around, saw the computer, never paid much sense with it. But one day, so when I came here and went to school, I found out that you have to type all the papers. So one day I typed 3 pages. I did not save it. I touched the back key and my screen went blank. I was so angry, upset, and annoyed because I didn't save the stuff. I learned
The hard way.
the hard way. Save, type. Type, save. If you don't save, it's going to be gone. Hey, I'm hoping one of these days I'll become a little better at computers. You see I have a television here. It's one of those things I love movies. I come in at nights, sometimes fall asleep watching it, or it watches me. But I love all kind of movies. It doesn't really matter. Flip the channel. I'm kind of, right now it's sports time, so I'm interested in what's going on in college. And I like the Pacers, to be honest, even though I'm here. And sorry Reggie's not going to make it, but I like to watch him sometimes. I really support, when it comes to sports, I'm kind of a person who likes to support underdogs. So feel disappointed many times because sometimes I know they're not going to make it, but I have this dream, hey, I hope they'll make it. If I was in Jamaica, I was in sports. Cricket would be my main talk. I was captain of my school team when I left, and it took a lot of my time, but hey, I love cricket. But that's mostly a European game. It's gradually catching on here. It's in the rest of the world, America doesn't have much of it really. I guess part of it is time too, you know. Because cricket can go on for 3-4 days. And it's like, who's going to sit down and watch a game for
For 3 or 4 days.
You ain't have anything else to do, man. You know, we want to see this action. Football game go on for whatever time and it's done. We go home. Or the basketball game gets on for a certain period of time, it's finished. Hockey, whatever. It comes to an end. Cricket can be a long game, believe me. You have 1-day games, you have 4-day games, and sometimes when it comes to the test match, there are 5 days. And I mean 5 days beginning from 11 in the morning with break at lunchtime, and then straight another break at 4, and it goes from 11 from 10.